Coreño, KO Artist Sports. We're here with the one and only, the legendary Royce Gracie. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Man, we have Fedor fighting for the last time in his career as an MMA, legend yourself. Talk to like the MMA fans now that maybe are kind of newer fans, maybe didn't know Fedor. Like, what is Fedor's like? What is it like? Presence in MMA, would you say?
Man, the best way to find out about Fedor is go see what he did back in the old times, back in Japan, the people that he fought. So that's the best way to explain. There's no words to it.
I mean, it's just maybe, would you say the greatest at heavyweight of all time?
It's hard to name one person, but yes, he's up there for what he did, the people that he fought, and the way he present himself and the way he won the fights. And yes.
Is it maybe surprising to you that maybe these new MMA fans don't know who Fedor is, or kind of like who is that guy, just being that they're so new? Are you surprised that it's like, man, he's a legend, you guys really should know the work this guy did?
There's no way to hide that. It's like people end up knowing, people they want to know about history, so everybody's going to do research on history.
Right. Man, just yourself, when you're around the fight game, when you're around all this stuff, do those memories of those times kind of come back from UFC 1, UFC 2? Are you kind of like, man, this is like, I built this, I'm kind of the foundation of what's happening here?
Always. It's my house.
definitely your house, Royce. Man, you got I believe it's your nephew, is it? Cousin, okay. He's fighting tomorrow. What should we expect to see out of him tomorrow?
Neyman is still learning a lot, so there's only one way to find out what's gonna happen. But we have full confidence on him. The kid is good, man. He's very good.
Another legend, maybe a more recent legend, Khabib. He's been retired for a little bit now, but I think he's kind of done with MMA. He said he's kind of leaving the sport. He's no longer training with his guys and things like that. What message do you have to Khabib on maybe this phase of his life?
I don't think Khabib is leaving this. He's gonna be involved, man, forever.
Right.
He's always teaching. You see, it's on his DNA. He's not just gonna retire, stop, never look at martial art again. No, that's not him.
It's just a break. It's just a break for him right now.
He's still training. He's still teaching his guys. He's still cornering a lot of his fighters.
A good matchup with one of his proteges, Islam versus Volkanovski, coming up here in a couple weeks. Number one pound for pound in Volkanovski. Islam's, I want to say, number 5, but he's favored to win. I want to say 3-1. Are those odds correct? Do you think Islam should be like a heavy favorite against the number one fighter?
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So he's challenging himself. He's calling the champion out, and that's why we create the sport, to find out who is the best.
Stylistically, how do you think that fight plays out? Is it like a ground fight?
Anything can happen. It's a question of strategy. Who have the best strategy? It's not. It's who can deliver the best strategy.
Conor McGregor just got hit by a car when he was on a bike. Did you see that? That Conor McGregor got hit?
I saw that, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? What did you think about that whole scenario? And then the guy gave him a ride home, which was kind of crazy. What did you think about that whole thing? Kind of crazy, huh?
Happens.
Yeah, it happens. Royce, what are you up to these days? What's
traveling the world?
The what?
Traveling the world.
Oh, nice. Are you still teaching and things like that?
Travel to teach, yes. I'm teaching all over the world.
That's awesome. Is there anybody, any name that Royce knows that maybe a protege or a prospect that we're going to see in the future that you already see as like, hey, this guy's the real deal, or this girl's the real deal?
Keep your eye on Neyman.
Neyman?
Yes.
Neyman's the one? He's the future? Awesome, Royce. Thank you so much for your time. Tell the fans where they can follow you, man, see what you're up to.
Real Royce on Instagram, Twitter.
All that. All right. Appreciate you, Royce. Thank you so much.